Hey guys, this is Breaker721 here, and welcome to a Redstone video on Minecraft. These are some pretty simple structures to make. They're both different versions of an automatic sugarcane farm, and I can show you how they work right now. Let me just grab this sugarcane here. This one, there's a much easier version, much more effective version. I just decided to build mine 3 tall instead of 2 tall. It's kind of sort of my fault, but basically that's the gist of it. Is something grows, pops out, and knocks it into the stream. So I'm just gonna get rid of those. And yeah. So these are the materials I've used for it. I don't know why all that's there. 1 second. And I also have an incinerator here to show you. Once I'll show you right now. I just hit that button, drop whatever the heck I want, and I hit the button again. And alright, so this other one we have here isn't as effective as the main design for that one, or as efficient. But basically, what happens is when a sugarcane grows, the observer reads it in the block, and the piston breaks the sugarcane here. The one problem with that is sometimes, because of that, the sugarcane will not fall into the water flow, and that is a small problem, because you want it to hit the water flow, so you actually lose a lot more this way than you do that way. So yeah, I'll just close that up. And it happens whenever there's a block update within, I think, 2 blocks of these observers. And here are all the materials I used for this one. So let me just grab the materials really quickly, and I'll show you how to make this. I'll show you how to make this design first. After all, it's one of my favorites, and it doesn't require as much knowledge of redstone as this does. You don't have to really know much about the comparator in this. And actually, I can break this part right here now, because that was for a second line of pistons that I couldn't figure out how to get to work. I'll try and get that working eventually. So basically, what you want to do for this is take a block of your choice. So I'm gonna go with stairs here. You want to go 17 down. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. And then right behind that, you want to go 1 block in and dig all the way down until you're 1 block in over here, and place a water bucket on either side. Now the water meets up in the middle here. This is where your hopper is going to go. So the first thing you want to do is, now you know where your hopper is going, you want to place a chest there, and then break the block behind the chest, place a hopper there. And then what you want to do is you just want to kind of fill in this area right over here. This is like a little casing for the outside of the building. And then in here you just want to break all the sandstone, or whatever block is there in your world. This is a preset on super flat, so for me it's sandstone. For you it will probably be on your survival world, so it will probably be dirt or stone or something like that. Probably not stone, but depending on where you decide to settle. So then you just kind of want to build up right here, and you can go ahead and cover this area up right off the bat. This part doesn't really matter much. So then, once you've filled this up, you want to place the pistons along on top of this quartz here. So you just want to place the pistons like that. And this part's important. This part, it's extremely important, the way you place the observer. Wherever you place the observer, the output is going to be facing you. So what you want to do is you want to hit, if you're in creative mode, you hit shift and space at the same time, and get lined up right along the top of that block. You don't have to quite be there, but it's easier that way. It's also easy to do this, just because. But you want to place it like that, because that's the redstone output. Every time that flashes, here, I'll show you in a second. The slashes, that's sending out a redstone output. So if I place a block here and place a redstone there, that redstone gets lit for a split second. So that's why we have this area back here. You just want to place the quartz along behind, and when you've done that, just place redstone all the way along. I missed some spots. You probably won't miss as many spots because you'll be going slower. You'll be in survival. And then you just want to build along here, and I'll set the time really quickly. So you just want to cover this area up. It helps just a little bit, especially if you're underground, or if your area is going to be open to mobs. That way, nothing can really get in there. I don't know what would get in there, but something might. Like maybe a spider jockey goes in there and the spider despawns, but the skeleton doesn't. So here we are. We've got your freshly made sugarcane farm, where you can just place where the sugarcane grows, and that happens. And it all gets collected down here in this chest once the sugarcane actually makes it to the hopper. There we go. So that's how you make this design. So I'm going to place all these items back, and I'm going to go with this. I'm going to help you build this design next. So this is a bit more complex, so if you know a bit more about redstone and how all that works, this will be great for you, especially if you love redstone designing. So just like on the last one, the first part of the building is the same. You take some stairs, or whatever block you choose. It doesn't have to be stairs, it can be slabs or whatever, and you go 17 blocks. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. And then again, I'm just gonna do a double break here, and by that I mean I'm just gonna break 2 rows of blocks at a time. And I'm gonna fill in the sand before I do the water this time. That way I don't have the water flowing against me. And then water, water, and so that's where you're gonna place your hopper. So again, you go down like that. You place yourself a chest, and you place your hopper. So then once you've done that, you go back here, and I'm actually going to make the smaller version of this just because it's easier. It doesn't take as many materials, and it's a bit faster to do. So I'm just going to fill in this area similarly to how I filled in the other farm. So then what you want to do here is you want to place your piston. You want to place your pistons along here, just like in the last build. Alright, and now you actually want to, this build's going to be too high. My version of, like my original version is 3 high, but as you can tell, but this just makes it easier. So the next part you're going to do, you're going to need to take care of, is you want to place a piston here on the end, and then just to make it look nicer, there's that block there on the end over here. And then you want to place a furnace on top of the piston next to where you have the pistons facing up. In that furnace, in the ingredients slot, you want to take some sugar cane. I don't know if you can use anything else. I think you probably can, but I'm not quite sure. So you've got 14 sugar cane. You want to place it in there. It's always 14. If there are other items you can use, if there are other items you can use, you want 14 of them. And then you're gonna place a block of sand, and on the other side of that block of sand, you're gonna go like that. So you're gonna need a redstone comparator and a redstone repeater for this part. So what you do is you place a redstone comparator here. What that does is it compares. It takes however much sugar cane is in this furnace, there's 14, and sends a signal strength that is that strong. Then you want to place a redstone there, and a redstone there, and then a repeater going that way. at one tick, just because that way you don't have a huge amount of delay. And then you want your redstone to connect up. You don't need this one right here. So this last piston is actually going to be unpowered, except there's one thing you can do. You can always place, if you want to, actually I'm pretty sure you may need to, you can also place the repeater here. Actually no, that doesn't work, because there's not enough power. So if you place it, I think if you place the repeater there and there, that should work. That should power it all the way to the end. Yep, just barely. So I'm actually going to fix my design over here really quickly. And so that's the basic gist of the design. So then the last part you need to do is, of course, fill it up with sugarcane. Every time a piece of sugarcane grows, that happens. Okay then. 1 second, let's see if I can fix this. I've done this before, but I have always had a few problems with that last block not being powered. Alright, so you'll just have to deal with this last block over here not being powered, maybe fill it in. So yeah, that's actually what I'll do. I'll just grab some sandstone there. You know what? Alright, so sorry about me being a noob on this part. It's not exactly... Oh, it all updated. It all updated. I was just like, what the heck happened? It all updated. That's great. So now you've still got this going over here. I'm just gonna grab all this sugar cane here. I'll have to fix my other design because of this. Yeah, anytime there's a block update anywhere near this, alright, now we can move all this stuff over. So I'm just gonna fix this really quickly. So I'm gonna go piston facing up. And it's good for you guys to see this part multiple times. This part's the most, in my opinion, is the most confusing part about the building process. So I'm gonna go there, and then we go there, boom, boom, repeater, and where's the comparator? 1 second, let me grab this, let me steal that comparator there. Alright, so there we go. There's our sugarcane farm. I'll make it look a bit better off camera. But this is our sugarcane farm. I hope you enjoy and learn from this, and hope you don't make the same mistakes I did. That was just kind of embarrassing. I'm not amazing with redstone, but I am okay with it. I'm learning more. Also, go watch Mumbo Jumbo. Shout out to him as well. I would never have known anything about anything redstone related unless I hadn't watched his video. If I hadn't watched his videos, so because I watched his videos, I know a bit about redstone. So yeah, I will see you guys all in the next video.